Hi everyone, it's Kim. So some of you will be seeing a GoFundMe page. It was my mom's idea to try going this route because we tried going through organizations and looking into getting a alert dog that way. And I am either too old to meet the requirements or I make just a hair too much to fall for government assistance or having private insurance. Is another reason why I can't go the traditional route to find one. So some of you might know I already have a medical dog for my PTSD. It's Frank, and Frank, as some of you know, is very small, so he doesn't meet the requirements for what I would need for the dog I will need now. So I have been recently re-diagnosed with seizures. There was a lot of passing out at work and at home and blacking out episodes and not knowing why. So I saw a neurologist and a cardiologist, and they ruled that I have absent seizures. So, but they are seizures where it looks like I am dozing off or I'm daydreaming. My dad said when I have them, it looks like I'm awake, but like sleeping while I'm awake. So for instance, like today I had one at the doctor's office, was there, and everything, felt it coming on, knew it was coming, went to steady myself, didn't work, fell to the ground, and couldn't get up, on my own. Had to have some of the nurses help me get up today at the doctor's office. So what we're looking for to do with this fundraiser is to, because I know when they're coming on, which is with these type of seizures, most people know when they're coming on. So I don't need one to help alert me when they're going to happen. I need a dog that's big enough, bigger than Frank. Frank's a puggle, so he's not going to be able to help me at 184 pounds and be able to get up off the floor when I fall. So helping me up off the floor when I fall is the big component, because I've had it where I've had to call my mom up at 5 in the morning because I have fallen at my apartment, and this left side, so this arm and this leg, will give out on its own. You also see my gait will start to go out, my legs will bow out, so they'll start to face this way, and my walk will be off, is another sign. So that's how I know it will get kind of hard to walk and my legs won't move. They will kind of become very numb-like. So a dog to help with getting me up off the floor. So a bigger dog, probably about Dean's size, so like 95 pounds or so, would be a big help. We're looking to, it's a new thing that people are doing, is going out to shelters and adopting dogs that way, and then putting them through classes, which they said could be anywhere between $50 and $150 per course. So starting out with like the basics, you know, looking for a dog that's already potty trained is the biggest thing. So parents are going to come help look for these dogs, find out what traits. We've already looked at what personality profiles to look out for. So helping them where I get up on my own, I don't have to be reliant on my parents or be sitting there and waiting for these. These can last anywhere between 10 minutes. And then I can get up on my own to several hours. Last time I had to call my mom, I was on the floor for 45 minutes trying to get up on my own, and all what I could do was belly crawl, army crawl across that floor. Being able to grab my phone, because, you know, Apple Watches batteries don't last forever, so that's not going to be helpful if, you know, the watch has died and I can't place a call. So where we're going to get it trained to know to pick up and grab my phone or to grab my meds, and that's basically what I need, but mostly so that also with event confusion. So event confusion is where I will, with these seizures, I can function most of the time. I will go do what I need to do, but kind of go on autopilot. So There's been times, okay, I know what's going on, I don't feel comfortable, but all of a sudden I get what I need done, and then I'll be like, okay, how did I get here? What just happened? And then a little bit of uncomfortableness is what I guess you could state happens. So I get very uncomfortable and I don't know what happens. I don't know how I got there. I don't know what happened. I know a seizure happened, but I'm like, how did it happen? How long did it go on for? That type of a thing. So you can also get dogs that are trained to do like compression therapy and stuff like that, which Frank already does, so that helps. But you know, Frank's 6, so you know, he's not going to be able to do this forever, and he's not big enough to help with the major things like getting up. So we're starting this GoFundMe page to go about it on our own and trying to go through this, doing everything, paying for the registration, money to get him on the registry, and making sure he or she are going through the proper classes to make sure that they behave properly and that they know what they're doing. And also with the ADA Act, there's no specific requirement for specific training, just as long as it fits what you need. So you're going to get very individualized training for this also. So I'm just looking to get the adoption fee covered, registration fees, and the initial classes covered, because also private insurance does not cover these costs. Private insurance will not cover it, but you can get your refund back towards, you know, putting it on your taxes, you know. But how are you going to come up with the original money cost? That's a big problem on how do you come up with that and everything. So I went with the lower side on what people were estimating for these, and getting the vet bills and everything covered for making sure that they're vaccinated properly, and everything, the initial cost of that all done. So that is what I'm looking for, just the initial classes, the vaccinations that might pop up on top of the registration cost for the registry, getting their photo ID done, any costs for vests that need to be done, any patches that need to be done, any leashes that I'll need specific for this. I know I'll need special harnesses, not the normal ones that like I have for Frank that just say service dog on top of the patches I've bought for him. We need more specific ones with like a handle to help me get up and stuff like that. But like for today, that was a big wake-up call on this. It needs to be done sooner than later, because there I am at the doctor's office and they knew I couldn't go home. Had to wait, you know, for my dad to come help drive me home. And my Uncle Scott went and drove my dad back to the doctor's office so they could drive my car home. But yeah, just to help with daily life mostly, and then getting them through classes so that they can help with stuff at work and everything. And that's another thing with getting them vaccinated, is making sure that if I need them in a work situation, they're all up to date on their vaccinations so they don't get people sick. Because with my job as a nursing assistant, I work with sick people, so to make sure that, you know, they don't get other people sick is a major thing too. So this is the main video. I will be doing updates. I will look and make sure that I can get any medical records people are requesting to see. I'll get them out there so you can see and verify that all this is like legit, and everything. I'll make sure that my personal information isn't out there, like social security or anything isn't out there like that. I won't give you that information, but I can give you like the results from the EEG and MRIs. MRI was showing possible MS. We're doing another round of MRIs to make sure it's not MS either. Oh, and the other thing, because it just slipped up too, was with then with the event confusion is also my dad pointed out my speech gets very quiet, and I it gets very hard to hear. So when we can get a dog that is trained to know exactly what I need, or to get someone's attention going, this is what's going on, you need to call someone, especially if I'm out in public. I can go by myself and not be reliant on my parents for anything. That would be great, because I'm back to having to have them drive me to the grocery store, drive me to the beach, to go and do stuff at the beach, to do anything. I have to be reliant on other people now, and I want to make sure I am not reliant on people. I want to be as, self-reliant as possible. So any sort of help is great. There's no timeline for this fundraiser. I just want to make sure I get as close to that goal as possible. So any sort of bit helps. If anyone goes, hey, I can help train your dog, to help learn to grab your phone or to grab your meds. I know you cannot train them to detect a seizure, but I know when these seizures happen, so I don't need one to detect when they're happening. I need one to help with the after effects of having one. If you need more clarification, feel free to message me, and I can update you, I can talk with you or anything, but also look at it as you are going out and you are helping a animal that has been abandoned to also get put into a family and be given a purpose. That is a new trend of people are doing, going out and adopting dogs and putting them through this for service animals, because service animals, just for a seizure alert dog, which I don't need a seizure alert dog, is upwards of a minimum of $20,000, and that's a year's worth of pay for me right there. And I don't meet all the requirements to get other help with it. So this is the basic video going out. Any other questions, feel free to let me know, and I will be doing video updates for you guys.